Hi, my name is Des and we are here at Embu College. Today we'll be having the health talk by Mukami Wambora. And depression is something that is ongoing in the country and mawitu wengi wamepotelea kwa depression. So we want to know what is it that you guys can do out there to manage depression.
You guys are not twisting those who list. Okay, the arm. The eye. Good job. Right. And finally the G. Let's do the G. The G again. Nice one. Give it up to yourself, guys. Good job, good job.
So Ukosawa is a mental health platform that helps young people connect with counselors to talk through their problems. So it happens online. What we are trying to do is make it as affordable as possible, and then in a private, secure way so that you can have that confidential discussion with a counselor. The idea came about in 2020, May of 2020, and since then we've now been working with the software engineers to develop the web and the mobile app. We've gotten counselors on board who specialize with talking to the youth, because that's our focus, young people, because we want to get people when they're, at that stage in their life where they're trying to find out who they are, they're developing their personality so that they can have healthy coping mechanisms and attitudes when they're now going into adulthood and cementing themselves in the future. So we have official Ukosawa on social media, like on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. And then now the website itself is ukosawacounseling.co.ke. So the platform is very easy to use. You just go to that website, ukosawacounseling.co.ke, and then you click book an appointment. Once you click that, it gives you options. So you can just put the time and the date that you're comfortable with. It gives you the options of the counselors who are available. You set the session with them at the time that's convenient to you. You look for some time where you're free, and then now it sends you an email. It creates an account for you, so you just give your details, your email address, and then on your email you just click the time where the session is set. You just click on that link and then you have the session online, counselor online, because they're alerted when you book the time, that time slot, they're also alerted, and an email is sent to them. So when the time reaches, you just click the link and it's in your email, and then now you have your session. So we've been talking to many schools, want to focus on high school and university students. So this is the first college that we're doing, and that's why we're having it sponsored, because we want to first encourage the youth to actually take it up, because a lot of people don't really know the benefits of counseling. So I'd say Embu College, because also I'm from Embu, like it's dear to my heart. Wanted to start somewhere at home, so want to offer it as a sponsored program first, so people can see the benefit of it and then move on. So it's the first college. I think the benefit of it being online is that it can essentially work anywhere in the world, but we're focusing in Kenya for now, because it's Kenyan counselors, want to have counselors. If you want to speak in vernacular, you can speak in vernacular, in Kiswahili, in Sheng. So want to at least first focus on Kenyan youth, and then move on from there maybe to the rest of East Africa. Africa. I feel like want to focus on Africa. So I think the core is supporting Kenyan students. The goal or the vision that we have for Ukosawa is to normalize therapy. We don't want people to feel like that you have to be going through something to have the sessions, because even the happiest people in the world can be even happier and have even better lives if they go through counseling. And the vision is to have it as part of a class. So instead of saying, you're able to speak freely that you're having counseling, because you're like, hey, my next class is my session with my counselor, so that it's completely normalized and people are able to talk about it more freely. So I think in terms of my personal journey, I think the first step, as some of the counselors have said, is acceptance. So once you got to that place, because I was in denial, I was like, no, but I'm living my normal life. I can't be depressed. But then once you reach that level of acceptance, and for me, that meant now I was able to get access to the help that I needed to start taking my medication. There's a process of finding the right medication. But I think the biggest message I can give people is that there's hope. Your life doesn't stop and it gets better. Like, you'll never be in that dark hole, because it's a dark, deep hole, and you can never be there. You'll never be there forever. And if you seek help, it's easier to get out of it. And a big part of it is finding healthy ways to cope with it. When you turn to like drinking, it's very unhealthy. You end up doing maybe things that get you even more depressed, because certain things happen. But then now finding good coping mechanisms. For me, it's spending time with my friends. They've been a big support for me, finding fun things to do, being creative about it, taking hikes. You can go to different places that help you get outside of yourself and start to find joy in life again. Yeah, so my parting shot to students is, the best thing in life, I think, is finding your purpose. Finding out what God created you to do. And I know for students that this is a crucial time where you're trying to figure out what that is. And I always advise people that you don't have to make one decision. Like we're brought up in a world where you're told this is the only way, or just choose one. What do you want to be when you grow up? They don't tell us that there are many options. For me, I'm still an advocate. I still practice. I still am, on TV. I'm still a sports anchor and sports reporter. Now we've begun this initiative where we want to introduce counseling to the youth. And for me, that's the most important thing, is that you don't have to just focus on one thing. If you enjoy doing many things, you can still bring your energy into all of those things. There's a saying the saying goes that a jack of all trades, master of none. What people don't know is that the full saying says, a jack of all trades, a master of none, is better than a master of one. So I think that's what I'd tell people, is that it's important for you to learn who you are, and that's what counseling does. It'll help you if you're confused, if you don't know what you want to do in life, if you're having doubts, just talk to someone, and then they'll help you figure out for yourself. You're not given advice one way or another. You get those options, you put down like on paper how you're feeling, and then they help you figure out for yourself what you want to do and what you want to be in life.
That has been our talk show here today, ndani ya Embu College News, and see you guys next time. Thank you.